How's everyone doing? Today I'll be showing you a random shelf of horror DVDs. Now I don't have everything properly organized just yet, and when I did some of the random Blu-ray shelves, you guys seem to enjoy it, so I figured I'd do that for DVDs as well. They're going to be horror DVDs. I have a bunch of horror DVDs, and they're not organized, alphabetized, or anything like that. I just put them on the shelves to get them off the floor and stuff as soon as I came in here. And I have a bunch still on the floor right here, some box sets and things like that. And there's just a quick look of some of the collection right there. And then I have some TV shows and things over here, Digibooks and Criterions and Steelbooks. And in the closet I still have a bunch of titles up in here. So I still have to go through these ones. I know I have some horror titles in here that I have to put up there, but and then there's some horror titles right there, and I have random movies all over the place, and ABCs of Death, and This Girl Is Badass, both from Magnet, and yeah, I just have stacks of horror DVDs right there and right over there as well. But right now I'm just going to show you a random shelf. I'm going to have to kind of lean over here a little bit, if I can get over here. But again, no particular order, and once I do get the proper shelving and everything, I'll do a proper video showing my complete horror DVD collection. But right now, I'm just going to show you some that I have on here. I actually got rid of a bunch last year. I sold a ton of horror DVDs, and this past year, just recently in the past few months, I've sold a bunch of horror DVDs as well. Mostly low budget titles that I just really didn't plan on ever watching again, and just because they're low budget, they don't get a pass. And again, if you've seen these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them as well. Here's a double feature of Village of the Damned and Children of the Damned. Carriers. Pretty straightforward infected film, but I think it's very well done and kind of underrated as well. It has Chris Pine. House of Wax, starring Vincent Price. Kind of the original, but it also has the film that it was based off of, includes the 1933 Technicolor original Mystery of the Wax Museum. And I even like the remake with Paris Hilton. I know a lot of people hate on that one, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The Uninvited Guest, super underrated Spanish horror film. Very creepy. One Missed Call trilogy. The Stuff, a lot of fun. Really enjoy that one. Campy and cheesy, just like this next one. Chud, with John Goodman in one of his earlier roles at the end of that movie. And Fright Night, the original. Love that movie. One of my all-time favorite vampire films. Did not care for the remake. Thought it was unnecessary. Chopping Mall. Halloween Unrated, Director's Cut, Rob Zombie. I wish for both Halloween and Halloween 2 that he did, I wish they would have done theatrical cuts on their releases, because I enjoy the theatrical versions much better than the director's cuts. Night School. Kind of an unrated film as well, horror film. Killer Party. This one just had so much going on. Love the ending of it. Subspecies, The Complete Chronicles. Funny Games, the remake with Naomi Watts and Tim Roth. The Willies, and this one came with a free CD. Long Pigs, which I was able to get signed up. Thirst, pretty cool, creepy, atmospheric movie. Vampire film. Campfire Tales. Jason Goes to Hell. Double feature of Deranged and Motel Hell. I would love to see like Scream Factory or Olive release these films on Blu-ray. But I love the heck out of it, especially Motel Hell. Really just a fun, crazy, campy film right there. Whatever Happened to Aunt Alice. Tokyo Zombie, which is an underrated zombie film. My only beef with this film is right towards, I guess, the middle of the film, there's like an animated sequence that felt really out of place. But very campy and entertaining. House. Lost Souls, which I have not seen this movie. I need to sit down and actually watch this movie. Sometimes I have blind buys that I pick up, and you know, I move or I'm just busy with work and I haven't just got a chance to sit down and watch them yet. Boogeyman, the original 1980 version, and bonus feature is the full-length Return of the Boogeyman, so that's pretty cool. Essentially, I don't know why they just didn't say double feature instead of, you know, bonus. Centerfold Girls. Asylum Blackout from IFC Midnight. Salem's Lot. Totally creepy as well. Great atmosphere. Oh, snapper cases, what are you doing to me? The Haunting. I would love to see this get a Blu-ray release as well. My old snapper case one's a little jacked up right there. Stephen King's Night Flyer, super underrated vampire film in my opinion as well. Love this one. Love the look of the vampire too. Especially, I love the ending scene at the airport. Oh, awesome. The Gate. Classic one right there. I'm loving that growing up. And this is the Saw 3 special edition Blood Pack Steelbook. I did a whole video showing that. If you want to see that, just click right here on it. And I'll bring you to that video. Super cool edition. One of my favorite editions in my collection. Not necessarily my favorite movie by any means, but that edition is really cool. I wish they would make more editions like that. Oh, I hate these stupid snapper cases. You get all stuck in there. Tales from the Hood, very underrated horror anthology film. Urban horror anthology, and it's really cool. I wish they would do more of those. Piranha, the original with the lenticular cover. Ichi the Killer, the Blood Pack edition that dried up super quick. All the US editions seem to dry up very quick for the Blood Pack editions, but the international ones, like the Saw 3 one, still retain their blood. You can see that blood right in there. And Pumpkinhead. Be cool to get a Blu-ray release for this. Definitely needs one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake, which I thought was really enjoyable. I actually like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, better than the remake, but I like both of them. Laid to Rest, the original. I was not a big fan of the sequel. Good effects, but that was really about it. Cat's Eye, with a little Drew Barrymore. Oh, I will say Laid to Rest 2 also had Danielle Harris in it, which was, you know, definitely a bonus. And Brian Austin Green was in there from 90210, who used to date Tiffany Amber Thiessen, who was like one of my biggest celebrity crushes growing up. Along with Danielle Harris, actually. Wolf Creek. Fire in the Sky. My favorite alien abduction movie of all time. Totally creepy. I couldn't watch it for like 15 years. I saw it when I was a kid, and it just freaked me out. Traumatized me. That scene when they're on the ship. Oh, still have nightmares about that. Inheritance. Close Your Eyes. Werewolf Fever. Maximum Overdrive with the body and the grill right there from Anchor Bay. The Hills Have Eyes unrated. This was another one of the blood packs that dried up. You can just see there's like liquid in there now though. See that little bubble? But I love the heck out of that. I think it's honestly just as good as the original in my opinion. I know there's some people that are just all about the original's the best, blah blah blah. They don't even want to give the remake a chance. But I personally think the remake is just as good as the original. And Dress to Kill, which I was able to get signed up by Nancy Allen right there. Very cool. I like the Blu-ray cover a little bit better, but I don't have the Blu-ray of that at the moment, but I plan to get it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre right there. This is signed up by Arlie Emery right there, which he was awesome as the sheriff guy in here. And I just love him as an actor, of course, from Full Metal Jacket, most well-known. And Creepshow, signed up by Tom Savini, one of the classic horror anthology films. So there you go, there's a random shelf of horror DVDs. And again, eventually when I get the proper shelving, I'll go through my whole horror DVD collection, which that'll be a long video because that right there is all horror DVDs. Down here, there's a couple non-horror ones, and then down below there's a couple horror non-horror ones, but then they're stacked there, and a bunch in the closet as well, and then I got some box sets, so I have enough for the full bookcase of horror DVDs, and maybe a little bit more too. But eventually, I'll show all the whole collection, which I love horror, my favorite genre by far. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've seen any of these movies and what you think of them as well. Leave me a comment or video response down below. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.